This is the first generation drawing machine. Its goal is to, well, talk about periodic motion and doubly periodic motion and things that have different periods. So what we have is we have a couple bike gears connected where we can vary the ratio of the gears. The pivots are set up so this motion, as this rotates, it predominantly covers the motion in this direction of the pencil. As this one rotates, it covers the motion in this direction of the pencil. Generally, they're reasonably independent. They're not totally independent because there's some sideways oscillation from this, and adjusting the lengths of these will get it closer to independent. But it creates a rather interesting pattern as is. Further details to fix is actually get it dedicated onto its own board, not onto my table, and have a faster way of adjusting the gears. Currently I would have to remove these two screws, change the chain, pull it out, and apply the screws again. I tried just clamping it, but when I was clamping it the gears slipped enough so the clamps don't provide quite enough friction. I might try a bolt and a slot here so that way I can just slide the piece over and tighten down the bolt, which will allow me to apply more friction, which should be enough that this thing can't slide and the gears can't slip. When we see the other issue is that the bolts here, as we turn the knobs, tend to tighten. Eventually they'll get down to the point where you can't actually turn the device and you have to make sure to loosen them. That can easily be fixed by a couple of different methods. And you can see here the pattern that it traces out, so I'm going to go ahead and trace it through a couple times. And one of the things that I think is at least interesting in this one is that it creates a sharp point. One of the things we can also do, though not quite sure how to set it up easily, was actually use the same gear ratio but have different initial conditions where the angle here relative to the angle here at the starting is different for this, and see how it varies the pattern, because I think that's something that, well, would be worthwhile to show. Yeah, so there it is. We hope to turn this into another one where we get to talk about sort of just relating math to art and gears to gear patterns and all sorts of other engineering applications, and seeing how we translate one type of motion into another type of motion. It should be fun.